Right now we're going to see how to work ERAs in Provider Suite's Billing Manager. So to work my ERAs, I just come over here to Practice Management, Accounting, Payment Application. Now this first screen that we see, this is a screen that I would post any EOBs that I receive in the mail that I have to manually post. This is the screen I would do all my manual payment posting out of. But to review my ERAs, I just come over here to Batch ERAs. Now when these ERAs upload into our system, they go into a posted pending review status. And what that means is the system has posted those payments for me, but none of those payments are finalized until I review them. So here's a list of all my payments that have uploaded, and they upload in an overnight job. And these are all the ones that I have not clicked save on them yet. So let's say I was to go into any of these patients' accounts that these payments are posted for. I would see the payment in bold and it would say awaiting processing next to the payment. And that's to let me know the payment's here. I just have not physically clicked save on it yet. However, if I was to run a payment report, none of these payments are going to show up on my payment report until I review them and hit save. So I'm going to click on a couple of these payments just to show you what they look like when they upload into our system. Now when they upload, they're color-coded, and the colors are telling you things that are going on. So green means good. Green means it's a posted transaction, and it's good, and the system's so confident that all I have to do is click edit and save and go on to my next one. I don't even need to look at it. Now there's other colors like red, yellow, orange. So let me explain what this screen is telling us with these green boxes. Every green box is a posted transaction. So here's the allowed amount, the coinsurance amount, the adjustment amount, and the payment amount. So it's color-coded green to tell me that each of these boxes are posted transactions on the patient's account. Now, even though I don't need to do anything on here, if I did want to change anything, I just click in that box and manipulate it. So I clicked in my adjustment box. Now down here, I can change my adjustment reason. I can change my adjustment amount. If I had a patient responsibility left over, I could choose a statement message to appear on the statement. And then I just click Save to override those changes. So it's that easy to manipulate those boxes if I needed to. Or I can come over here and click this Post Manually button. By clicking this Post Manually button, it posts this one patient's claim manually. So I could have a remit with hundreds of patients on it. And if I just wanted to click and post one patient's payment manually, I just click that button. And out of those hundreds of patients, only one of them I can choose to do manually. And that way I don't have to post the entire remit manually if I needed to for whatever reason. So now I'm going to show an example of an ERA that has other colors on it. So we're going to click on this first remit for 35 cents. Now this is a secondary payment, which kind of explains why the payment is so low. Now this one is color-coded yellow. Yellow means it was not posted. So this adjustment amount was not posted, which is actually correct. There isn't anything I need to do. I actually just click edit and save and go on to my next one. But I'm going to stop and kind of explain this remit and what the system's telling us to kind of show you a logic that we have programmed in the background where the system is thinking like a payment poster. So even though the remit came over and said to post this adjustment amount, the system knew that this was a secondary payment, and that adjustment was posted when the primary payer's payment came over. So here's our primary payer's payment and the adjustment. And the only balance that was left over when that primary payer's payment came over was the patient responsibility amount. So even though the 835 file came over and said post this adjustment, the system thought like a payment poster and knew that this was a secondary payment and that adjustment did not need to be posted. So even though it's color-coded yellow to tell me it was not posted, I still do not need to do anything. I just click edit and save to override it and save it, and I go on to my next one. And that's just one example of a few logics we have programmed in the background because the system is thinking like a payment poster. And now you have the system posting your payments for you, and you're more of a manager reviewing what the system has done and clicking save to finalize those payments that the system has posted. Now let's say this was a denial. Again, you just click edit and save and go on to the next one. Because what you're doing is you're saving the denial. And once you save the denial, that'll trigger the system to throw that denial in this denied service details bucket in your today screen. So all your denials will go into this bucket for you to come back later and work all your denials directly out of that bucket. So there's no need for you to print those denials or write them down. The system will house them all in that bucket, and as I work them, I remove them out of that bucket. And even if I receive an EOB in the mail and I was manually posting a remit and I received a denied line, I can manually post a denial on that claim by choosing the denied transaction and typing what that denial reason is, and it'll do the same thing. As soon as I click save, the system will throw that denial in this denied bucket. And that is an overview of how you would work ERAs in our Provider Suites Billing Manager.